In this video, you're going to learn the difference between a fixed and a growth mindset in sports and which one's better for you as an athlete. Hey there, I'm Eli Straw, mental performance coach and the founder of SuccessStartsWithin.com. Now, a fixed mindset as an athlete means that you believe certain traits are fixed, right? You can't really improve them. This is very dangerous for you in terms of your mental game because you might think that if you're not a very confident athlete right now, that's just the way that you are and you can't work on it. Another example is if you deal with performance anxiety, you might say, I'm just an anxious person. I'm an anxious athlete. There's not really much that I can do about it. But on the flip side of that, we have the growth mindset. The growth mindset as an athlete means that you see these certain skills and traits as things you can improve. Now, I would say the majority of athletes have more of a growth mindset in terms of their physical skills because you know that your physical skills, they need to be worked on, they need to be improved. And now one thing about the growth mindset in terms of athletics especially is that it is true that certain people and certain athletes have natural talents and they're naturally predisposed to certain skills. But that doesn't mean these skills can't also be developed and these characteristics can't also be developed. So for you as an athlete, your physical skills, you probably see them more in terms of a growth mindset. But where I've seen athletes kind of fall short of this growth mindset is when it comes to their mental game. And so for you as an athlete, whether it's in terms of your physical skills or your mental game, you want to have a growth mindset because a growth mindset puts you in the position to really improve and to ultimately reach your full potential as an athlete. When you have a growth mindset, this is going to lead to greater resilience because if you make mistakes during games or if right now you're struggling with some fear of failure, you're going to have more resilience to be able to bounce back and to keep pushing forward because you know that you're going to be able to improve or you at least believe you have the possibility or the capability of improving. Another thing is you're going to have more motivation. Because if you feel like these certain traits are fixed, right? So let's use confidence again as an example. If you feel like your confidence is fixed and you can't really improve it as an athlete, what motivation are you going to have to keep training if you know that confidence is something I can't improve, so why should I keep improving my skills if I know my confidence isn't going to improve? But on the flip side, if you have the growth mindset where you know that confidence is a skill that I can build, well then you're going to have more motivation to not only improve your physical skills, but you're also going to have the motivation to improve your confidence. And the combination of those two, the combination of improving your physical skills and improving your confidence, that's going to increase your performance on the field or court. Now, for you as an athlete, if right now you don't feel like you have much of a growth mindset, or if you just want to improve your growth mindset, there are 4 things that you can focus on. Number 1 is you want to pay attention to your thoughts. You want to pay attention to the way that you're thinking. One of the things I've said in this video a few times is the phrase, that's just the way that I am. That's a thought that you're going to have a lot if you have the fixed mindset. This is just the way that I am. I'm just an anxious athlete. I'm just not that confident. I just fear making mistakes. I just don't like making mistakes. Well, of course you don't like making mistakes. But seeing yourself as somebody who can't do anything about it, that's a completely different story. So you want to pay attention to the way that you're thinking. And then you want to change your thoughts, right? If you say things like, I'm an anxious athlete, say, I'm working on improving my anxiety. If you say that I don't have much confidence, say something like, I'm working on becoming more confident. See these skills as things that are continually being improved upon, right? And you do that first and foremost by changing your thoughts and changing the way that you see these things. Number 2 is you want to embrace challenges. If you want to have the growth mindset, then you are going to have to put yourself in uncomfortable situations. You're going to have to push yourself. And so you want to accept challenges. As an athlete, this may come in the form of you trying out for a more difficult team. It also may come in the form of your coach asking you to take on a different position on the team. Whatever the challenge is that you face as an athlete, you want to accept it and you want to move forward with motivation and the belief that even if right now you're not that good at it, you know that you are going to be able to build the skills that you need to be good at it because you have the growth mindset. Number 3 is you want to accept criticism. You want to accept feedback. No athlete likes being criticized, but if you look at any kind of feedback or criticism that you get as an opportunity to learn more about yourself and to improve, then that's going to help you actually grow as an athlete. One of the things that happens if you have the fixed mindset as an athlete is that criticism means you're not good enough. I see this a lot with athletes I work with in terms of dealing with perfectionism. Because if you're not good enough, then this really starts to lower your confidence. And if you have the fixed mindset, as soon as somebody criticizes you, it might feel like I'm not good enough, so therefore your confidence is going to drop. But if you have the growth mindset and somebody criticizes you or your coach gives you feedback, then you realize that you can take small details from that, you can apply it to your training, you can apply it to your game, and you're actually going to improve moving forward because of it. And so that's one of the best ways that you can actually take maybe a situation where your coach yells at you or somebody says something that might normally have hurt your feelings, you reframe it, you learn something from it because you realize that no matter what somebody says to me, I can probably take something positive from it that I can actually learn from and apply to my game moving forward. And the last tip is you want to learn to love the process. As a fixed mindset athlete, you probably focus more on the outcome because nothing can really change, so you want to be as good as you can be right now. And that's one of the questions I've asked athletes before, especially younger athletes, let's say middle school age to early high school age. I say, do you want to be as good as you want to be right now? And for the most part, their answer is no, because they're thinking, I want to make a varsity team. I want to play in college. I want to play professionally. So of course, they don't want to be as good as they're going to be right now. They want to keep improving. But when you have the fixed mindset, you kind of have the mindset that I want to be as good as I can be right now, today. But if you have the growth mindset, you recognize that improving these skills and really developing into that full potential of an athlete that you want to be, it takes time. And so what you can do is just accept the process and really enjoy the process. Fall in love with the process. Love training every single day. Love the ups and downs. And when you do really start to enjoy that process, that actually helps you grow more as an athlete. And you're actually going to improve quicker because you're letting go of the outcome. And the outcome is one of the main things that's going to drive the fear of failure, performance anxiety, perfectionism, self-doubt. So if you can really get yourself to focus more on the process, over the long term, you're actually going to improve more as an athlete. So between the fixed mindset and the growth mindset, I really encourage you to adopt the growth mindset. And as an athlete, to build this growth mindset, you want to focus on those 4 tips that I just discussed. You want to pay attention to your thoughts. You want to embrace challenges. You want to be thankful for criticism and feedback. And you want to learn to love the process. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. I put out new videos each day on sports psychology and mental training. If you're interested in one-on-one mental performance coaching, go ahead and click the link that I've put in the description below. And if there's any topic that you want me to cover on sports psychology or mental training, please leave those in the comments as well. Thank you for watching, and I wish you the best of success in all that you do.